Nice. A little bit more enthusiasm. Good morning, everyone. I can take that home with me. All right, thank you. All right, just a few housekeeping items, ladies and gentlemen, while you're here. We have some fire exits for your reference. There's an exit over here in this corner, and then we also have exits over here in this back corner, and the entrance that you probably came in as well, just for your reference, okay? And then another thing that I wanted to bring your attention to, so we're going to try something a little bit different. As you know, we're going to post this concert online for you to have access to, okay? So you'll have it. But we're placing some cameras in some different positions this time, all right? I don't know if you saw Mr. Hollett, our tech coach, kind of monkeying around and placing a camera up here. And so we're hoping that we'll get a few different shots and angles for you during the video, okay? So we'll give it a go and give it some practice for our next concert next week, all right? Okay, so as we're here celebrating the season and celebrating the work of these talented young children, okay, I wanted to make sure that you knew that we keep little ones in their seats too, okay, just so that they're safe and sound and they're okay. All right, so join me in welcoming these little guys who just started using the bow not too long ago, okay? And it takes a lot of practice, right? That's what Mr. Y says. It takes a lot of practice with the bow. Yes? Nodding yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and listen to what you have all been doing and practicing and working so hard with. Okay? And then we'll be able to maybe have these children's patience and their dedication and their growth hopefully inspire us. So however you celebrate with your traditions and your family and your friends this holiday season, we wish you all just a joyous, wonderful celebration. Okay. And without further ado, Mr. Y.
Welcome to our first beginner strings concert. Today we will perform for you many of the different skills that we've learned in the past 3 months. Just now to warm up, we played the open D and A strings and the notes on these strings.
For our performance, please turn off all mobile phones and Blackberries so that your attention can be fully on us. You are welcome, however, to take as much videos and pictures as you like. Just make sure that you're not obstructing the view of other audience members around you.
The first piece we will play is Rolling Along. In this piece, we would like to show you how we learn to hold the instrument and why it is so important to have a good body posture. When you play with a good posture, you feel good and comfortable. Your body doesn't ache, you look good and sound good. Here, for example, you can see the violins and violas hold their instruments on their shoulder without unnecessary support of their left hand. Now the upper strings will play in guitar position alone and then in shoulder position, supported by the lower string.
Next, we're going to show how we learn a new song in our strings class. We use many different strategies in practicing reading, music, and working on our technique.
First, we'll sing the notes of the names we're going to play. Then, we'll pluck the strings and work our left-hand technique. Next, we'll shadow the bow, silently bowing the notes on our bow direction and usage. And finally, we play.
Scales are also a very important element of our daily practice. By doing scales, we learn new notes, warm up, and work on our intonation, the correct placement of the left hand fingers, and the fingerboard.
Next, we'll play down and up the D major scale. D major scale starts and ends on the note D. The key signature is two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Scales also prepare us for the pieces we are about to play. For example, the next three pieces, Lightly Row, Song for Christine, and Natalie's Rose, are all in the D major scale.
Great. So here we are. We're doing something that is traditionally done in the past few years, and that's our very famous bow competition. Not concerto competition, not yet. Maybe later. So we need a few volunteers from the audience, maybe parents. Okay, 1. Any more parents? 2, 3, great. That's great. Oh. Who wants to do it here? Come, 1, Mai here. 2, Gabby, good. 4, come. Okay, here we got some bows. Here's the instruction. Okay, so face the audience, please. Okay, and what you need to do is this. We will learn how to control the bow better. So we do a bow crawling. So you extend your arm all the way, and then you start crawling to the other side. Keep your bow parallel to the floor. This seems much easier than what it is. Okay, now the rule is you are not allowed to shake too much, okay? So you'll be the judges here. If you see the bow falls down, then you have to tell her to start all over again. Same for you, for this Mr. Gentleman, and for you as well, okay? Great, okay? Are you ready to start from beginning? Yeah. Good. Okay, here we go. Extend your arms. 1, 2, go. Oopsie daisy. Very good. We've got a winner here. Excellent. Okay, now you want to start the opposite way?
Yeah.
Hold it at the tip. Hold it the opposite way. Still right hand. Good. And walk to the frog. Walk to the frog. Okay, ready? Go. This is difficult. The balance is much different.
Done.
Wow, you're very good. Did you practice?
I'm done. I was done first.
Good. Okay, last way. Extend your arm this way.
Wait.
Okay, and now keep the bow perpendicular to the floor. Ready? Go. Climb up. Are you doing it too? They did it. They told me they did about 100 times. Very good. Okay, who can do that? This is the 100th floor, now climb up to the 101. Not this. Just the wrist and fingers. This is tricky. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Yeah, you want to say?
It's a lot harder than I thought.
A lot harder than thought. How did you feel?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Thank you. Which one is my bow now? So many bows. Okay, we're moving on.
The bow is our mouth. With the bow we talk, sing, whisper, shout, etc. Therefore, we need to have full control of the bow for good pronunciation and beautiful sound. Lately, we also learned that when crossing strings, we need to match our right elbows to the string level.
Now sit back and enjoy the next 5 pieces. Matthew's march will show conversation between upper and lower strings. Christopher's tune and Old MacDonald will have some chord transitions between pizzicato and arco sections. Mozart melody and the Jewish Hanukkah song Dreda will be played with a range of dynamic.
like to thank you for coming to our beginning strings concert this morning. We would like to thank you, our teachers, Mr. and Mrs. Y. We would like to thank Mrs. Lay and the FM crew for their setup, Mr. Cheng for the sound, and Mr. Hollett and the upper primary student crew for video recording. We would like to thank you, the PE teachers, for sharing the space with us and giving us a space to perform. Lastly, the UP administration to their continuous support of the program. Let us give them a round of applause.
Our final piece this morning will be Jingle Bells, just right to set the mood for the upcoming holiday seasons.
You guys are pretty amazing. How long have you been working with the bow?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. That's fantastic. Wow, thank you so much for sharing. And I love the way that you talk to us in between the pieces so that we can learn a little bit more about what you're learning about in class. Boys and girls, I want to tell you, you were a fantastic audience, so thank you for that. Yeah, we should give them a round of applause. Thank you. Well done. Well done. So did you want to take a photo? Did you want to do that? Okay. Yeah, we can dismiss the little guys that are in our audience. Would you like to head on out? And then we want to take a chance to have some photos with maybe Mr. and Mrs. Y. Missy? Okay. All right, that sounds good. All right, so if the boys and girls who are in the audience would go ahead and find their homeroom teachers so that they can be dismissed. Thank you for coming. Thanks for being such a good audience. And families and friends, thank you so much for being here with us this morning. And we're going to go ahead and have some photo opportunities, okay? Thank you. Okay, a group photo.
That'll be very quick.
Okay. Okay. Well done.
Thank you.
That's got to feel so good. You know what you're going to do, love? You're going to do a group photo, okay? And then you'll be dismissed after that. Hi. Okay, a group photo, Mr. Y. You want to have everybody come together?